It is movie review time, brother. All
Mm.
right, so we're gonna start off with Despicable Me 4, which is an animated comedy that serves as a sequel, of course, to Despicable Me 3, which was back in 2017. This is the fourth main installment, yet the sixth overall installment in the Despicable Me franchise, because there were two Minion films that were in there as well. This film was directed by Chris Renaud and co-directed by Patrick Delange in his feature directorial debut, and written by Mike White and Ken Dario. It stars the voices of Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, Pierre Coffin, Joey King, Miranda Cosgrove, Steve Coogan, Sophia Vergara, Renard himself, Stephen Colbert, and Will Ferrell. And this film tells the story in this one of a new member being welcomed to the family, Gru Jr., who's intent on tormenting his dad. However, their peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when criminal mastermind Maxime Le Mal escapes from prison and vows revenge against Gru. Uh, of course, this movie is distributed by Universal Pictures and is dropping on July the 3rd. Charles Kirkland, I will let you go first on this one, man. Break down and give me your analysis of Despicable Me 4.
We've had discussions about movies in the past, and the last movie we saw, Inside Out 2, I said, it really didn't. It's more of an adult film than it is for children.
Right.
Well, this film is actually the opposite. It's more of a children's film than an adult film. There's a lot of things in here that, adults will be rolling their eyes at and saying, "Are you kidding me?" But it's funny and it's just goofy and loony. And I use the word loony on purpose because there's at least one scene in the film where they blatantly borrow takes from Looney Tunes comedies. So it's just a silly, fun movie for children. There's no depth in it or anything that would draw adults into. There's nothing complicated about the story. Matter of fact, I have this ability. I watch a movie for 5 minutes and I can tell you everything that's going to happen in the film. And this one, it took me when the title card dropped, I was like, I leaned over to my wife who was with me at the film. I said, "This is going to happen. This, and this, and this." And sure enough, beat for beat, I was right all the way to the end. It's just really a simple a story. It's fun if you're a child, but for adult, it's kind of yeah, it's not for me. It's not intelligent enough for adults. So yeah, it's okay movie. I enjoyed it. I there were some things like the name of the school that they went to was Lycée Pas Bon, which means school not good. And so it just it's just a lot of silliness that goes on in this film. And another of our colleagues said that he didn't enjoy the Minions films because he think the Minions are sidekicks and not leaders. Um, and there's a lot of time in the movie where the sidekicks are carrying the film in this Despicable Me. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not outstanding, but your children will love it. They'll beg you to go see it, and so that's what it's all about.
Charles is that great line from the late Joe Barber. This movie wasn't made for you, man. This movie, I on the other hand, maybe it was the fact that I hadn't seen a movie in the theaters in like 2.5 weeks, and I was just happy to be there. I had a lot of fun with this movie, man. I mean, it's supposed to be silly. It's a whole room full of children that are in the room, and they loved it as well, man. You got to know going in, if you're watching a Despicable Me film, that the minions are going to be silly. They had a group of what I guess superhero or kind of enhanced minions that were in this one that I thought were really really funny. All the voice work I thought worked really really well. Of course the super villain is always good because Gru started off as a villain and now is sort of rounded into this kind of ex-villainous family man who gets to fight other villains who are colleagues of his or people he knows. I just thought the whole thing was funny and fun. And I looked over at you. I said, it's very cute. I had a lot of fun with it. I felt bad because I should have took my little man to the movie last night because I'm sure he would have enjoyed it too. So unlike Charles, I'm not coming down on it talking about school not good. That's funny. There's a lot of stuff in this movie that I just think is funny. And as you were talking, I kind of looked up, and they're guesstimating this thing might be at $200 million by Sunday. I told you I think it's going to do huge business for Universal this weekend. And the last point, and I will agree with you that the minions do work better as sidekicks, and they are so good as sidekicks in this film. So, hey man, a lot of fun. Who was that poor minion that got stuck in the vending machine who just never got out?
Dang,
Kevin? Was it Kevin?
Kevin. Yeah, it was Kevin. Kevin.
Poor Kevin, man.
Poor Kevin.
Still in that vending machine. So yeah, I like this movie, man. I had fun with it. I would give it a B, solid B.
I'd give it a B as well. I'm not as negative. I wasn't as negative as you're trying to make me sound. I've said the movie is fun. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna laugh, but it's just not. It's not smart or intelligent or anything of that nature. It's just a fun kid movie for children, and you're going to laugh because it's just silly and fun. So I mean, I didn't say I didn't enjoy the movie. It's just that it wasn't intelligent. I mean, it's not adult film. It's a children's film, and
It's
so
called Despicable Me 4, man. Like